It is time for our guest conversation on Wake Up Nigeria this morning. And for that, we have Kayo Adeagbo. He is a property investment consultant with over 30 years of experience. He empowers people through property education and ethical investing, not just for profit, but for impact as well. His mission is to help others build financial stability and, of course, generational wealth. It is indeed a pleasure to have you in the studio with us this morning. How are you doing?
Thank you very much for having me.
Awesome.
I'm all right, and you?
Very well, thank you.
Maybe I should start by commenting the management of TVC. This is a fantastic place.
All right, thank you so much. We appreciate that.
This is lovely.
Thank you, thank you. Now, Kayo Adeagbo, you're someone who has vast experience when it comes to investment, especially properties. And so I'm wondering, I like to take things from the before to the present. How did you foray into that particular market?
Fantastic. I think my situation or my story is such an interesting story.
Okay.
Because my journey into property or real estate business was actually divine, if I should put it that way. It was born out of desire to help people, desire to make impact in people's life. I was more or less just minding my own business in buy and sell of building materials.
Okay.
So many years ago in the city of Lagos. And I realized that when people come to buy, as at that time, I was actually selling paints.
Okay.
And when people come to buy paint from me, I always take so much interest in why they choose the color they choose, why they want to do this and that. And some clients will say, okay, please, can you come to my site? See, this is what I'm doing this is what I'm doing this. And then from then, they start committing much other part of building work into my hand within their project. So from just being a supplier, I became a project manager. And from becoming a project manager, I started having some kind of interest in the technicality of the job, because I realized that people are not doing things well. And then I started learning from them. And before you know it, I became a contractor in Nigeria at that time. And I was handling big projects until I traveled out of the country, where I realized that, oh, what I was doing back in Nigeria is a very big deal in the UK. But all I will require is more knowledge and more technical knowledge. So I enrolled in the building trade training in the United Kingdom. No one, not two, not three. And from there, things started going on well for me.
Wow, that's amazing. You're well known in the UK when it comes to investing in the real estate.
Yes.
From purchase as well to even building.
Yes.
And you also ensure that people get the best value for their money.
Yes.
Now, for someone who is watching now and is looking to invest in the UK, what counsel would you give them regarding getting properties?
Wow. In the whole of the world, in the whole wide world, because real estate is a global business. And the interesting thing about, or the uniqueness about Britain is that because of the stability of government, because of very good and solid financial base, and because of their legal system that is profound, a lot of people find it relaxing and more assured to invest in United Kingdom, because it is almost impossible to fail in that environment.
There's a lot of stability, there's no doubt.
And they've put a lot of things in place that you dare, even if you attempt, because we are human. We always want to cheat the system, but if you do, there are consequences for that. So a lot of that brings kind of rest of mind, and that's why a lot of people
trust as well.
That's why a lot of people want to invest in the United Kingdom, and it will interest you, man. They're all over the world. People come in and invest in United Kingdom all over the world.
Wow, that's really amazing. Now, if I, for example, I decide that, okay, I'm looking to relocate to the UK. Do I have to stay a particular period of time to own a home? Or is it something that if I feel I have the funds, I can own a house in the UK?
There are processes. Some people fall into the first category of you just move into the UK, you have substantial amount of money. All you need to do is involve some other professional. The truth about real estate in the UK is that there are a lot of other professionals involved. There are mortgage advisors, there are other people that will guide you, that role solicitor play in making things happen. So there are some foreign investors that just come maybe within a very short time and they're able to buy. But some, maybe because of the level of
their finances,
the kind of property we are talking about, it might require some kind of becoming a resident before you can get some of those things. But over the years, there are ways by which a lot of companies like us do help people to make that journey easier for them by collaborating with an existing business in the UK. So you partner with them and subsequently you can now begin to be on your own. If you take that route, it's more easier than just come in and think you want to go, because like I told you earlier, there are a lot of systems that will make sure they check me, because there's something United Kingdom is more concerned about. They call it anti-money laundering, AML. They really don't want to allow people to just come in with their fund, except you can prove the origin of those funds and to be sure that you are not involved in any kind of illegal structural crime. And then because they really don't want to be known as a country that encourages people to bring in that kind of funding to their country.
You know, just about, I believe it was last week, there was something in the news. It had to do with the over 700,000 properties left unoccupied in the UK. And it's interesting you'll be here today because it's been ringing in my head. Like, I know in Nigeria we have some unoccupied properties, especially on the island. However, in the UK as well, you would think such things would not be as common. Why is that the case? And I see the government is trying to make ways to ensure that that is reduced. But there are reasons for it. There's the issue of property tax. There's also inheritance issues and all. But what do you think is the bedrock of this problem?
Thank you. To an outsider, you consider that a problem. But to be honest with you, it's not actually a problem. Yes, it's not. It's a pointer that environment is attractive for investment. Now, most of those empty homes you see in the UK, especially in London, the city of London, are being owned by foreign investors. As a matter of fact, some people actually prefer to just invest their money, lock up the property, because I don't know if I said earlier, when you invest in property in the UK, the stability make it to improve or increase in value over time. So rather than keep cash in the bank, they would rather put that money in the real investment, a real estate investment, such that over a few years, few months down the line, the equity will have come up on that their investment. So that is why you have a lot of empty homes. But because every government that comes into power want to tell the citizens that they are more concerned about them, because I'm sure you all know that even though we have a lot of empty homes,
there are a lot of homeless people.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Now the point is, the government will always want to come up with ways to balance the issue, but it will continue as long as we are all living. The reason being that it's an attractive environment. People want to invest their resources in a place where their money can grow.
And be safe.
And be safe, thank you. And at the same time, we have people that are also in need of accommodation. But that has now opened up an opportunity for people like us to make some very good returns, because I will say this to you, most of those houses that are empty in the UK are based in the southern part of the UK, which is London. Now, because there are a lot of people that are homeless, the government now realized that, okay, if we can't stop people from coming to invest their money, but there are a lot of people that are homeless, why don't you look at other parts of the country that because you see, in economics, there's something called demand and supply. Now, when demand is much, when the supply, when supply is little, or the demand is high and the supply is little, then there's a problem. So there are places in the United Kingdom where the houses are cheap, and those houses, people are not there. So people like us go out to those areas, develop those properties, and make it a bit more attractive. So when people can't afford to live in the center of London, they move out to other parts of this.
You know,
the
there's
nation.
a lot to learn from you, because you have a wealth of expertise, especially when it comes to this area. You even have a book as well. Hopefully you can come back to also talk about the book, because it seems there's a lot one can learn from it. What is it called? A Journey of Change.
A Journey of Change.
Interesting. I really look forward to us having that conversation sometime soon.
And the book, not only about my journey, it's also talk about my experience as in property and as a real estate person as well.
Amazing, amazing. A lot to learn from you, Kayo Adeagbo.
Thank you
so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Indeed. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, at this point, we will take a break. You're watching Wake Up Nigeria. Stay with us. We'll be right back.